Josephine, or as my grandfather called her, Aunt Josie, was a very nice lady. Now, much like my uncle and my Aunt Claudia, or step-Aunt Claudia, I did not get to meet Aunt Josie. Aunt Josie was the Colonel's first wife. She was the mother of the Colonel's children, his 3 children, Harlan David Sanders Jr., who died at a young age, and his 2 daughters, Margaret and Mildred. I'm going to tick some people off with the statement that I'm going to make next. It's not intended to, because my page is about the facts and the history and getting rid of misinformation. Now, I have talked to some members of Josephine's family, and they told me some truthful things and some things that I'm skeptical on. Now, one of those truthful things was that Uncle Harley kept in touch with Josie even after the divorce. After everything they went through, he still stayed in touch and made sure she was talked to and taken care of, and he even attended her funeral. Now, something Josephine's nieces and nephews say is that they got the original recipe for Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I have seen them on my page and multiple other pages claiming that they have the original recipe, and Joe Ledington's is not it. And as true as it is that Joe Ledington's recipe is not it, I do not believe that Josephine and her family got the original recipe. Now, I can believe Josephine knew what it was, because Uncle Harley developed it during the time of being married to her. But as Margaret and Mildred say in their interview, it was written on the door jamb in the kitchen of the original restaurant. But it got painted over before anyone got a chance to memorize it. Uncle Harley was the only one that memorized it. He taught his nephew Lee how to make it, and his wife Claudia how to make it, in bulk when it became the secret recipe. I do not believe anybody on the internet or in the Colonel's family would be on the internet bragging about having the recipe and insisting to everybody that they have it and gatekeeping it. Gatekeeping the recipe, if you have it, doesn't do you any good. It's not making you any money. It makes Kentucky Fried Chicken money. But it's because of those statements is why I think there's such a big disconnect in the family. You see, when I was younger, I was trying to reconnect the family. I came across the Colonel's grandchildren, and they were quite rude to me. They lied to me and blocked me. And I was quite upset over that. But I learned later on how many people impersonate my uncle, how many people pretend to be related, how many people pretend to have the recipe, how many people ask for money. And me being dressed like the Colonel, that brought up the impersonators, so they didn't know what to think of me, which I completely respect and understand that now that I'm older. But I was told by Josephine's family that the Colonel's grandchildren no longer stay in contact with them, and they used to all the time. But if they're going around claiming, which they are, that they have the original recipe, I can see why the disconnect would exist. So when it comes to Aunt Josie, I have no problems with her. Uncle Harley had to teach her how to cook. She did not know how to cook. So the rumor that she created the original recipe is false. The issues I have is the people in the extended family fibbing and exaggerating things. There's no need to.